It's Cecilia, and today we've got a very special speaker at our Thursday Island Early Learning Conference. We have Althea McKeown next. And Althea is actually a Narapai woman from Horn Island who has been working in early childhood for many, many years. She actually now works for the Foster Care and Kinship Care Department on Thursday Island, and she has worked within early childhood on TI, on Horn Island, and throughout the Torres Straits for many years. We've worked together at Athe, delivering Certificate 3 Diploma and Advanced Diploma, and now she's a very proud woman, author of 2 books, Making Kulap Shakers with Athe and Sissy's Secret, a book written for children with identifying if something's happened to them at home, trauma. And I'm very, very excited to bring her to you guys today to learn more about what she does, who she is, and celebrating Torres Strait Islander women in early childhood.
Yeah, hi, my name is Althea McKeown and I'm from Horn Island. I work on Thursday Island and travel to work every day. So my family, on my dad's side, from Boigu, and my mom's family's from, her dad's side's from the Philippines and mom's side from Badu, Horn. So yeah, I work for child safety and I've got a very long work history since I left high school. I started off being a child care assistant, and then I just worked my way up with the help and support from Miss Agnes, who passed on now, but she was the driving force behind all of us getting all our qualifications. So we worked up, well, I worked my way up, finished off at advanced diploma, and then she kind of pushed me to go further on to getting my bachelor's degree in early childhood teaching, but I never went back to teaching. So I jumped ship. All my employment is mainly within the children's services sector, whether it was training or relieving the directors in the centres. And between 2013 2020, I started working for Itech Youth, who looked after the fostering kinship care in the Torres Straits and the NPA. And yes, the position was made redundant last year, so Child Safety asked me to cross over to them, and I've been with them since January this year, working the same program, fostering kinship care. Well, I usually tell all my carers, make sure you get all the information from Child Safety, because they can disclose a certain amount of information on the child, and just work with the carers and the CSO on the types of behaviors the children may come with, and the trauma they suffered will usually have an impact on their behaviors as well. Some of the behaviors that a child may display is attachment, where they may feel they're going to be left there and not knowing that the carers will come back. So, like I mentioned before, educators will need to work closely with the carers, and because usually the carers come with the strategies they've implemented at home in conjunction with Child Safety, and just work closely with them, because they, and have the thinking in the back of their head that like they're not naughty, or there's always a reason why the child behaves that way. There's a difference between kin and kinship, but it's not out there. Kin is you're related to the child through blood, and kinship is your a significant other to the child. So you may be just an auntie from down the road that have known you most of your life. So you're not connected by blood, but you're connected by community. And we have a lot of kids trying to come back and connect with families and culture up this end. My role with child safety is to try and make that connection with families. And it was good, like our cultural festival this year, we had a couple of kids come up, and their first time experience, with the dancing and whatnot, families. And that was good. The Kulap shaker, It's the English word is matchbox beans. I had to think of that. I use this a lot when I was working at the daycare. When it was tidy up time, the redirection and just to give them that sense of hearing, okay, we need to stop and listen. So this works really well, especially for tidy up time before we go on to morning tea. So the Kulap is one of the main. I have 5 of this at home as well to use with my own kids and grandchildren. The matchbox beans, they're usually from in the bush, and how they get to the beach is when it rains and it just washes down to the beaches, because we've got say for example on Horn, we usually go to the back of the island, and we collect them on the back of the island, and there's a couple of trees up in the hills, but there's heaps of creeks and runoffs, so when it rains it just all get washed down to the beach. This book, I did it as part of an assignment for my bachelor's degree, and we had to think of something that we use within our culture, and I just thought, because I was in love with the Kulap shakers, so I asked my husband's uncle for help. So he actually showed us the way back in the days from when he learned. So this is Horn Island. That's at the back of the island, and like I was saying before, the matchstick beans, matchbox beans, not even there, it's at the other hill behind. So we find them on the beach there. This is my daughter, she's 15 now. Uncle says that, they usually soak the beans because it's really hard. We soaked them for a couple of days or up to a week, and then he showed us the old ways they used to cut them. Nowadays people have them machines where you can just cut. So cut them in half and remove all the pulps. So this is the only part where he used the drill to drill the hole, but he said he used to use a nail in it before, and showing us how to weave the top part like this. And the interesting part for me was how he, right at the end, he rubs it down with coconut oil and then puts it out in the sun or near the fire, so it sort of gives it it sort of tunes it, the noise, And it was good too, because my kids, my son's the one in this picture is in high school then. He's 23 now, and he likes to do these stuff as well. And my daughter's 15. Yeah. Well, to me, I think if you have all the resources available for them, they'll be settled. Like when I did my teaching degree back in 2015, I had to go away for like 13 weeks, and I took my daughter with me, and she had to go into the mainstream school. Yeah, and that was like a big culture shock. She didn't last 3 days. She wanted to come home. So, but the school, it had, population was, you know, a lot of indigenous children there, so she knew some of the kids there. So yeah, so having that familiar faces and the stuff they did at the school, like she joined the dance team, and it was good too because NAIDOC was coming up and they were doing cultural activities, so that sort of settled her. So yeah, I think if we have a lot of resources, and even the way we speak to kids, to children, yeah, it'll set, like I feel that it'll keep them secure and settled. Maybe chuck in some of the Creole words that everybody sort of knows, like the Creole word for yeah is wa, and kids pick these words up really quick. We have, in our schools here, non-Indigenous children, they speak fluent Creole. And that's from being around the kids every day, all day. Having Torres Strait Island people employed in our service will enhance the culture of Torres Strait Islanders, and that encourage more family participation too, if they're, you know, if they know there's a Torres Strait Islander working in that field, in that room, and then, you know, they'll be more comfortable in speaking and, you know, getting involved in the service as well. They speak the language nearly every day, so it'll definitely help. When I do the assessment with potential carers, we speak Creole, because some I don't understand or speak like KKY or KLY, and so the, how you say, the Franca lingua, the main language, is the Torres Strait Creole. So I do my interviews in Torres Strait Creole. So when I type it up, the assessment, like at the top I put the assessor will, like, you know, the assessor will, all discussions are made, like, spoken in Torres Strait Creole, where the assessor will then interpret in Standard Australian English. And I have a really hard time trying to interpret it in Torres Strait language, in Standard Australian English. But yeah, it's good because I can then understand what the potential carers are actually saying to me, and then I can type it up the way we speak and then just interpret it.